Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Melly, and today I have a very exciting video for you guys. Today I'm going to show you guys my top market makes that I want to make for the market that is coming up on April 28th. I have made these patterns over and over again, and I honestly think for these next couple weeks up until the 28th, I will continue to make more of these because I feel like these would sell really well. They're pretty quick, they're no-sew, and half of them are free and half of them are paid patterns on Etsy. So that kind of gives you a range on if you would like to purchase or would like to get the free ones on Instagram. Let's go ahead and start with pattern number 1. Pattern number 1, this designer is really sweet, very caring, and she puts a lot of hard work into her patterns. I really did appreciate this pattern. Very detailed and very cute. I know I talk a lot about the pattern having to be aesthetically pleasing in order for me to want to make it over and over again. This is definitely one of those patterns, and the pattern that I'm talking about today is the Little Birdie Flockers pattern by Knots by Jack. So she does have several different patterns in her little pattern pack. I chose the medium one because there's like a mini, like a regular size, and then the big version or jumbo version. I got the medium sized ones, and I decided to do the Flamingo for the first one, but I want to pop out a ton of these. She has like a mallard's duck, a jaybird, a robin, just any bird you can think of, she has it. So definitely check this out. This is a paid pattern. I really feel like you get your money's worth. This is like my very first one to get from this designer, but I really did enjoy it. It didn't take much time to do it. The only thing I really had to look up was how to do a loop stitch, and she even has a video tied to her pattern, so that's an extra plus. This is the little flamingo that I ended up making with that pattern. Very adorable, and it's no-sew. Let's go ahead and go to pattern number 2. The next pattern that I want to talk about is a free pattern on Instagram. It is a little mini dragon, which, you know, it is the year of the dragon, so a lot of people are coming out with dragon patterns, and I decided to try this one, and I really do enjoy it. I think I whipped it up within like 30 to 40 minutes. Like, all of these I feel like are such easy makes. This is the little free dragon pattern, and it is by Casey Bell on Instagram. I went ahead and did like this little floral yarn, and then the accents, which are like the spikes and the limbs as well as the little wings, I went ahead and made them like a hot pink. Very cute. I think it's adorable. I think it would sell really well. The other thing is, I feel like these smaller items, since it takes a lot less time to make, you can price them real cheap, and these would probably be flying off the shelf. You can definitely do a variety of colors, have an accent color, and I think they would be so cute. This is pattern number 2. Now for pattern number 3, you guys have seen me make this time and time again. I really love this pattern. I just think that you definitely should make it. I don't know how well it would sell, but I think it is adorable, especially when you do like 2 different colors. It just changes the way this little fishy looks, which is this little baby fish by Stitch Sister Co. So I went ahead and made like this light blue with this navy blue, and then I did a mint with like a floral. I have several of these. You guys know that I have been making these, and I think I am probably up to like 14 or something. The pattern does come with like 2 fins right here on the front. I don't put those. I personally think they look fine without them, and that's one less step for me to do. I priced them at $10 each. They're about palm size, so I think that's a fair price. It doesn't take me too long to make. I think it was 17 minutes without the fins, so these are a great market make. Hopefully they sell well. I'll let you guys know in an upcoming video after I have my little pop-up market. So I just knew I had to mention these because I love this pattern. Let's go ahead and move on to the next pattern. So you guys know that my favorite animal is an elephant. Of course, I couldn't make a video without mentioning these little guys. I made several of these. I think I have like 8. I have a video where I did a challenge on how many of these I could make with 1 skein of yarn. So if you haven't checked it out, definitely check it out. It's probably from a couple months ago. This is the no-sew elephant pattern. It is free on Instagram, and it is by Nooks_Hooks. So adorable. Let me put the other 2 down. I only brought 3 out. I have several of them. I do plan on making more, maybe in different colors, but I went ahead and did like gray, just like your traditional gray. Very, very cute. and she did such a good job with this. I freaking love it, and I just think it's adorable. I am charging $10 for them. I think these are tiny. They're great makes. They're simple. They take, I think, less than 30 minutes for me to whip up. She has so many other free no-sew patterns on her page. Make sure you check her out. I know I always talk about her. Me and Anook kind of message each other on and off, and she is such a genuine and sweet person as well. So I had to shout out her elephant pattern, which is my favorite animal, and it is a beautiful pattern. So make sure you check it out if you haven't already. The next pattern that I want to talk about is everybody's favorite pattern, which it's a favorite for a reason, guys. And this is the Mushy Boy pattern by Chonky Crochet. It's a free Instagram pattern. I love this pattern. I don't like that I made this in chenille, I believe. It is very holey, but that is my own fault. I should have sized down a hook size instead of using what I did. So that is my fault. I definitely plan on making these smaller and using like my Premier Parfait Chunky. The reason I'm like pointing over here is because this is where my yarn wall is. And so I do plan on making it in Premier Parfait Chunky so it's less holey. I'm going to use the proper sized hook. This one's probably going in my clearance bin, but we won't talk about that. The pattern itself is adorable. I love it. There have been so many versions of this come out after this one came out, maybe like a year later, that people are making. They're making them smaller, which my next pattern I am going to talk about a mini version of this. I really do love this pattern in general. It's such a good pattern. Like I said, I'm not sure how it's going to sell, but I think these are adorable. If I saw one of these at the market that I was going to, I would definitely buy it. He's cute, he's adorable, he's chunky. What more do you want? So the next pattern that I want to talk about that I was referring to regarding the mushy boys are these mini mushies. So I like to put these on keychains. These are made with Premier Parfait Chunky 5mm crochet hook. This is by Knittery, and they're just so cute. You can put them on keychains. I put a couple on keychains. I think I have like literally maybe like 20 of them. Like I have an entire little army of these. These are so cute. I have some without the keychain, which I don't know. I will probably put a keychain, but then you can make them like little desk pets. That's why I don't put keychains on half of them, but we'll see. I really want to make some more, especially like in just like the simple colorway. I love the colorful ones, but maybe people will gravitate more towards like the actual mushroom head colored one. So all of these do have little booties, so that just gives an extra little to them. I think that's so cute. But I have so many of these. Like I said, I have an entire display of them, and I'm so excited to be bringing these. I want to make a couple more. Like I said, these are just like so easy, especially because I already have like all the tops done. There was one time that I went over to a friend's house and I just kind of whipped all of these up, all the tops up, because they're so easy to make. All I need to do is make the bodies and put some eyes and make the booties. Not hard at all. I'm halfway through it, so I think I have like 12 more to add if I were to add the bodies, and I think I'm going to focus my time on that next week. So you guys will see that on my vlog if I do or don't do it. We'll see. Let's go ahead and move on to the next pattern. I don't know if I mentioned, but the Little Mushies is a free pattern on Instagram. Everything will be linked down below. I just wasn't sure because I did mention it for all the rest of the patterns, but not that one. So the next pattern that I do want to talk about is this Axel pattern. It's by Perilous Crafts Design. It's a free Instagram pattern, and it is so cute. I actually made several of these in like the rainbow. I have so many. I think I have a total of 6 or 7. I want to make a couple more. I want to put some on keychains, and most of them I want to leave them alone. I just think they're so small and adorable. Let's see what I priced them at. I priced them at $8. I think it's because I was looking at this and this one's a whole lot bigger than this one, but I don't know if I want to change this to $12 just because it is nice and big. I'll have to think about it. I don't know. I may not even play around with my pricing because half the stuff is already priced, half the stuff I made a year ago. So as long as I get some revenue back, I guess, in my head, and even if I don't change the price, I will get my yarn's worth and my stuffing's worth, like every material that I put in it. It's just my time that I won't get. But I mean, better to make some than nothing. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. I'll see how my first market goes and go from there. But yeah, these are so cute. Like I said, I priced them at $8. Definitely need to use my pricing tool calculator to see how much I would get if I go up to $10. I don't know. These are pretty tiny, so I'll think about it. But anyways, we're not even here for all of that. You guys should definitely try this pattern though. It's so cute, so adorable. Can make it in different colors. I personally like the body when it's lighter, and then the accent colors are darker. I just think that's so cute. But even the opposite colorway is adorable. So, and they have little tails too. They didn't forget about a tail. Let's go ahead and move on to the next pattern. This next pattern, I feel like I always talk to you guys about it. I haven't made it in so long, except today I did have to make it to show you guys because I don't know where the rest of my little froggies are, but it's this realistic looking frog by Lacromi. I got it off of Etsy. I no longer think that it's on Etsy. I think they now only sell it on Ribbler. This is what it looks like. I love making several of these and they're just so adorable. Their little flailing arms, their body, it just looks so realistic to me, like a realistic frog. This is one of the first frogs that I made, like whenever I was trying out new patterns, buying patterns like crazy and trying to see what I liked. And this pattern, just so simple to read, so easy, aesthetically pleasing. I think anybody who buys it will enjoy the pattern. Here's this little guy. I want to make some more because I did sell quite a few of them from my Etsy shop. If you didn't know, I do have an Etsy. It's Mellyinspired Crochet. I do sell these on my Etsy. I also sell the little, I believe it's little mushy boys and axolotls on my Etsy. So if you're interested, make sure to check it out. I sell sewing sticks on there as well. And I'm starting to sell stitch markers on there, silicone bead stitch markers. So make sure you check out my Etsy if you're interested. Let's go ahead and move on to the next pattern. This next pattern is actually a more recent find than some of these other ones. Some of these other ones I would say I found within the last year or two. This one I probably found within the last 4 months or so. And this is the No Sew Dino pattern by Betta B. So adorable. This is a paid pattern that I got on Etsy. I think she did such a good job with this. I just love it. Some patterns I feel like take too much of, I guess, my brain space to like think about how they're making the pattern. And this pattern is just straight. It's simple. It's aesthetically pleasing. I love it. And you can just make so many of these. Like, you know, you can just use different colors to make the little dino just look so cute and different. I went ahead and priced these at $12. So these are cute. See, now I'm thinking I should definitely price these at $12 because they're about the same size. So I'm definitely going to change the price on those. But I have several of these. I think I have a total of 6 to 8 of them. The running thing that I'm saying on this video is I want to make more. Definitely want to make more. I want to have different colors. I do have already like I didn't get them all out to show you guys, but I do have like the opposing colors or whatever. So I have the pink with the blue version. I have the light blue with the dark blue. There are those. Make sure to check it out, guys. It's a really good pattern. Let's go ahead and move on to the next pattern. Okay, the next pattern is also one of my newer makes. I would say probably like November, December. I can't really remember. This pattern, I won't forget. It actually goes into the thought that I had for my next video for next Saturday, and it is to do a same pattern, different weight yarn, and see how they turn out and how I price them differently. This is the turtle pattern. Look how adorable. It is by CJ Designs. So cute. It is a no-sew pattern. You do have to make all of these limbs before you make the body. You got to make the head before you make the body. Very quick to work up. And this is using Premier Perfect Chunky. This is the reason why I even thought of my video for next Saturday. And it's because I didn't just make this one. I made a bigger sized one with, I believe it was Parfait XL and Bernat Blanket. I can't remember, but it's one of the thicker yarns. And it came out like triple the size of this. And it took me the same amount of time that it took me to make this. That's the reason why next week's video is going to be an extension of this video, because I'll be making all of these patterns that you see here in bigger sizes to show you guys the difference between the weight yarns. And I hope you guys are excited about that. I'm excited to make it. I wanted to make that this video, but then I'm like, no, let me introduce these patterns first and these designers, and then we can move on into showing them 2 different sizes. This is the inspiration that sparked that video for next Saturday. But yeah, he is a little cutie. I made him with like the floral yarn from Premier Parfait. So cute. I'm not sure if I mentioned, but this pattern is a paid pattern on Etsy. So just wanted to throw that little tidbit out there. Let's go ahead and move on to the next pattern. So the next pattern is a free pattern on Instagram. It is by Hooked and Beyond, and it's a little octo. I know a lot of people don't like making these tentacles, but I just feel like it adds so much character to your plush. You can price it just a little bit higher. I'm not saying, you know, extremely higher, but you know, you can price it a good amount. This is made with loops and threads, so it did come out a little bit bigger. So the one that you guys see next Saturday is going to be with the Premier Perfect Chunky, and we'll see how big it turns out. But this is this little guy. I would definitely charge like 12 to 14 bucks. He's like palm size, maybe closer to 14. He is adorable nonetheless. A free pattern that you should try out. I really like the tentacles. I know a lot of people complain about them, but I just think he's cute. Let's go ahead and move on to the final pattern that I have to show you guys. So the last pattern that I want to talk about is this adorable pattern. I really haven't touched it since a while ago. It's been a little bit since I've made one of these, but when I did make them, I made them in bulk in like 3 or 4 in the same colorway that I'm going to show you guys. And then I did end up making some in Premier Perfect Chunky, made them a little bit smaller. I would suggest making this in a bigger size. So let me go ahead and show you what it is. This is a cute little no-sew whale. It is by Stitch by Faye. Very, very cute. I just think he's adorable. He comes out pretty big and he is fast to work up. I remember it probably took me, I don't know, 45 minutes, and now I know I'm faster than that, so this could probably easily take me like 25 to 30 minutes. I love the way she did the back fins. I do want to say that this is a paid pattern. A lot of free whale patterns that I look at are not really no-sew. You have to like attach all of these little body parts and stuff. So the fact that this one is no-sew, it's adorable, and I like the way they change the colors. Some of them have like a little lip on here, and I don't really like that. I feel like it's just not necessary. I definitely recommend you guys checking this pattern out. I think it's adorable, and it's definitely on my market make list. So I did want to talk about one more pattern. It's kind of like a little bonus pattern, you know, because I know a lot of people like this octopus, but they don't like the tentacles. So I decided to show you guys a little skirt octopus, which I really do enjoy this pattern too. It is a paid pattern, guys. It's by Maria Stern on Etsy. I love the frills of this. Like, it just looks so cute. You can kind of like a little fidget toy, because you can move this little skirt around and everything, you know. You can kind of mess with it and jiggle with it. This is adorable. It's so cute. 2 different types of octos. I definitely think both of them are worth it. I like the tentacles on this one, so it's slightly smaller, but I would probably price them both the same. Definitely love this, and I just wanted to talk about a different octo type. 2 different creators. They both did an amazing job, so definitely free. This one's paid, so it's up to you guys which one you want to try, if you like the tentacles or no tentacles. And yeah, so that is all of the patterns that I had for you guys today. Let me go ahead and round them up to show them all together. I don't know if I'll be able to hold them all though, because there is way too many of them. I thought I was going to do less, but then I just kept finding ones that I'm like, ooh, I have to make this. Like, this is a must make on my list, you know, and I'm sure this list will continue to grow because I just love making no-sew patterns, and the fact that these are no-sew and they're great patterns, it's just like chef's kiss, you know. Okay, here are all the patterns that I am recommending for market makes. Let me put it down to finish this video off. I'm sure you guys have noticed throughout this video, my hair has been growing because my hair was wet at the beginning of this video. Now it's like semi-dry, so I feel like it's gotten poofier and poofier throughout the video. I just think it's funny because I noticed that myself, like seeing myself in the viewfinder. So anyways, let me know if you guys are going to try any of these patterns out for yourself, and let me know if you have tried any of these patterns out or how you like them if you have. I would love to know. Let's go ahead and leave a little flamingo down in the comments below. I think there is a flamingo, and I'm never sure, and I pick one up and I'm like, oh, let's just leave one, and I'm like, is there even an emoji for that? I'm sure there is. So leave a little flamingo, guys. I really appreciate you guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I can't wait until next week's video and the vlog. I really honestly can't wait for the live on Tuesday. I love chatting with you guys and like feeling like we are all on FaceTime. I really do appreciate whenever you guys do show up. I hope you guys have a good weekend, weekend. I will be at work, but I will see you guys on Tuesday. Bye guys!